Welcome to the Longevity Blueprint. This video will explore how strength training, geroprotectors, and the cellular science of aging interact to maximize human lifespan and health span. Modern geroscience is defined by two paradigms. The mechanical paradigm uses progressive resistance training as a systemic stressor, countering sarcopenia and improving metabolic health. The pharmacological paradigm uses chemical geroprotectors to manipulate nutrient-sensing pathways or induce cell death in senescent cells. The key question is whether these approaches synergize or conflict at a molecular level. Strength training operates as a systemic polytherapy. Any resistance training offers a 21% reduction in all-cause mortality compared to a sedentary lifestyle. Combining it with moderate to vigorous aerobic activity lowers mortality risk by 40%. It also provides systemic defense, reducing the risk of heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. This is based on a meta-analysis of 11 cohorts and over 370,000 participants. Longevity benefits follow a reverse J-curve of mechanical loading. The optimal range, or Goldilocks zone, is 30 to 60 minutes of weekly resistance training, offering a 27% risk reduction. Doing more than this, over 130 minutes per week, leads to an extreme exercise penalty, where mortality risk begins to climb due to maladaptive cardiovascular strain. Strength training provides deep cellular rejuvenation. Studies show that resistance training preserves telomere length, which equates to years of biological aging prevention. Furthermore, heavy mechanical overloading is the only stimulus capable of preserving and rejuvenating type 2, or fast twitch, muscle fibers, which are preferentially lost during normal aging. The pharmacological challengers include big one-ides like metformin, mTOR inhibitors like rapamycin, and NAD+ precursors like NMN and NR. Each targets specific cellular pathways to mimic beneficial states like energy depletion or caloric restriction, aiming to reverse cellular aging processes. There is a significant translational chasm between animal models and human reality. Geroprotectors have shown spectacular success in preclinical models like mice, with up to 30% lifespan extensions. However, clinical reality in healthy humans shows inconsistent outcomes, with no conclusive randomized controlled trials proving lifespan extension and significant safety trade-offs. The Geroprotector Diagnostic Scorecard reveals that while all interventions show strong preclinical efficacy, human clinical efficacy is minimal or unknown. Safety trade-offs include blunted exercise adaptation, immunosuppression, and unknown long-term oncogenic risk, underscoring that broad off-label prescription is scientifically unsubstantiated. The commercial assumption of combining physical training and continuous pharmacological interventions for additive longevity is a myth. The biological reality is destructive interference. Continuous pharmacological states of pseudo-starvation collide with the high energy demands of physical adaptation, leading to profound molecular antagonism. The hypertrophy paradox shows how metformin sabotages adaptation. Mechanical stress activates mTORC1 for muscle growth. However, metformin activates AMPK, which blocks mTORC1, preventing muscle protein synthesis. The MASTERS trial confirmed this, showing seniors on metformin gained significantly less lean muscle mass from resistance training. The senolytic conflict involves inflammation as biological currency. Intense exercise causes acute damage, triggering a beneficial post-exercise senolytic wave where macrophages clear toxic senescent cells. Continuous use of senolytics or NSAIDs interferes, blunting the natural inflammatory response and negating this exercise-induced rejuvenation. True synergies come from targeted nutritional interventions, combined with progressive resistance training. Protein and creatine provide robust anabolic support. The DO Health trial, combining strength training with high-dose vitamin D and marine omega-3s, resulted in a 61% reduction in invasive cancer risk and slowed biological aging. To unmask the noise in longevity research, we must apply a bias filter. Independent studies consistently show zero functional clinical outcomes for many supplements, unlike industry-funded claims. The field is shifting to the epigenetic frontier, using DNA methylation clocks to measure the true velocity of biological deterioration, which validates strength training over unproven supplements. The definitive hierarchy of longevity interventions places foundational mechanical polytherapy, 30 to 60 minutes per week of resistance training, at the base. Above this is synergistic nutritional support. Precision geropharmacology, which is highly experimental and carries significant trade-offs, sits at the top. The future of geropharmacology is sequence dosing, moving past the fallacy of continuous dosing, which blunts adaptation. Sequence dosing allows full mTORC1 anabolic signaling on training days and senescent clearance on rest days via intermittent rapamycin or senolytics. Until these protocols are validated, maximizing longevity relies on the undisputed mechanical stimulus of strength training.